Hey, y'all, I'm live. So we'll wait for a few people to arrive. I'm sure you don't have a problem with that. I put out a update video a couple of days ago. Hope you guys watched that so y'all can see what I've been up to. I had my gardening and all that kind of stuff up there. So hope you check that out. Y'all miss me? Oh, I missed y'all too. So I did say I would come live every once in a while. So I figured it's been a while. So let me go live. The title of this video was, do we get what we really want, or do we get what we want, or something like that. On this channel, I talk a lot about creating your own life, manifesting, willing what you want, da, da, da. But I just wanted to do a video about the after. Do we get what we want? So, as many people that have been watching my videos and have been practicing certain techniques via my books, or other people's books that teach similar things, have you gotten what you've wanted? Is it on the way? Is it in your grasp? That is what this video is going to be about. So, my way of seeing is that you already have it. And you'll already know that. So there's no question. Either you got it or you ain't got it. I got it. Been had it, always will have it. Whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you want. Yes, if it's an object, a material, a status, you've already got it. And that is not a question. It is a question for those who ask the question of themselves. But I know and for those who have doubt about what it is that they want or they're trying to have, stop trying. I know this sounds weird. Just stop. You already got it. If you thought about it, you got it. True story. You got about it, you got about it. You thought about it, you have it. Stop trying. You said just do it like Nike. So, I know. The reason I know is because I stopped trying so hard. When I stopped trying so hard to think, thoughts came, ideas came. When I stopped trying so hard to be this or that, I became who I am. And that's who I've always wanted to be. When I stopped trying so hard to get this and get that, it came. Don't have to try at all. Don't have to do nothing, but just think about it. That's it. And if you think about something long and hard enough, and eventually come to terms within your mind, within yourself, that A, it's yours, B, it's been yours, and C, you deserve it, then that's when you'll get it. And some people will always have doubt. And some people won't. Some people will get over the doubt really quickly once they realize. But at the same time, you have to also ask yourself, are you ready to receive what it is that you want? Is your life set up to receive what you want? Some people will say yes, some people will say no. If your life is not ready to receive what it is that you want, or what it is that you already have that has not yet physically manifested, or whatever, then make way for it, prepare for it. If that's what it is that you truly, truly would like in your life. So, I'm trying to read some of these comments. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's also part of the other person's growth, knowing that they already have what they desire, what they want, and making room for it. And that means mentally and physically. So, this is a spiritual, magical, metaphysical, multidimensional type of thing. And when you can get all those things in the correct order, or when you can make sure that you have room physically and mentally and spiritually and magically in your life, then that's when you can have what it is that you want. But until you are able to, it's like, let's just say this: I want to be a great whatever, but there's something in my way. Got to get that out of my way to be whatever that is. Even if that something is familiar or you're used to it or whatever, you still, if you want to grow, you have to find a way to get around, above, over, through, or in some type of way past that particular obstacle. And if you are able to do so, then you have what you want already right there. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a guarantee, because nothing in life is ever guaranteed. But just like you manifest one thing, you can manifest another. Mm-hmm. Um, what is best for each individual person? You can read thousands of books. You can read my books, which are linked below, by the way, in the description bar. But you can read so many books, but what it all comes down to is how you feel and what you think of yourself and what you want. That's what it all really comes down to. So, you just have to decide. You just go, okay, this is what I want. These are the steps I have to take to get to it. A, B, C, and D. I'm going to do that. And even if what I want is not going to be guaranteed for a long period of time, it could be, or whatever. I still know how to get what I want in the future. And I have no problem with getting what I want. Or I still know the formula, so there's no issues. That's what you have to do. Um, Now, if it's material things, yes, that's very easy. Material things are easy. What's hard is like when people try to have or get or be with another person, because materials, they don't have objectives, they don't have requirements, they don't have pet peeves. You just buy it and it's yours. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want this person, I want that person. Perhaps it's not that particular person that you want, it's the option. I'll get that out there. It's the option. So, and this is what people don't realize. Because when you buy something, it comes with a receipt. You can take it back. You can get your money back anytime. But a person don't come with no receipt. So the option is basically the receipt, to where you feel a certain way. It's not the person themselves. It could be, but at the same time, it's also the option. And it goes both ways. It goes both ways. So, for example, if you like a certain person, or if they like you, y'all both got options. Y'all both got receipts, basically. You buy something from Walmart, you buy something from Target, you buy something from wherever. If you don't like how it looks in your house, if you don't like how the quality of it, take it back. But you know you can go shopping. So the point is, you already have what you need. You already have what you want. There's just certain things that you need to realize. And there's certain things that you need to accept. And there's certain things that your mind needs to get around in order for you to go and claim them. So if you would like a new house or a new car or whatever, new furniture, new whatever, think about this. What are the options that are in your way? How can you remove them spiritually, mentally, and physically? Do so. Same thing with a person. What's keeping you from that person? Remove those obstacles. Push them to the side. Find a way to get around them, whatever you need to do. If you are manifesting or willing or praying, whatever you guys do, whatever you're doing to get to whatever you want, and you're not getting the results that you want, ask yourself, why? Why ain't I getting what I want? Is there something that's keeping me from getting it? You see, like Kanye said. Okay, and also, okay, so here's the thing. A lot of times people are afraid of, if they get something, what if they don't like it? Or if I get this lifestyle or this amount of money or this car, am I ever going to be truly satisfied, or will I want more? Because you're always going to want more. Believe me, you're going to want more. That's not what it's about. It's about having the type of life that you want to wake up to. People are broke and people are rich. They both have to wake up to the life that they have. Do they want to wake up to it, or do they not want to wake up to it? What makes worth waking up to? I mean, you can have the most stressful life, but if you have something in your life that's worth waking up for, you're going to get up. If you have little of nothing, but you have something or someone worth waking up for, you're going to get up. But if you don't, you're going to be like, oh, I don't care, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. You'll have like a nonchalant attitude towards things. And there's different levels, you know. Women get up for their children every day. Every day. Men get up for their career every day. But what about the other things that aren't set in stone, or that you're supposed to get up for every day? What about those things? What else is there to get up for? You know, those things are a given. People gonna get up for their kids and for their career if they value it. Okay. But what else after that? What else are you gonna get up for? What you gonna get up for on a weekend? So when you are manifesting or writing down what you want or desire or praying or whatever you guys do, how do you feel about those things if you were to receive them and had to wake up for them? Just think about it. When you're sleeping in your nice, comfortable bed, right before you get to wake up, do you want to wake up for whatever it is that you've manifested? Do you feel like you deserve to wake up to that life? Do you see that lifestyle or that person or that career or that job also appreciating you? You know, so that's what it is. And if you have a wild imagination, you might see some stuff that nobody else sees, but it's still in your mind, which makes it possible. So, if it's in your mind and you see those things, and if you see them, there's always a way to get to them, obviously. Otherwise, you wouldn't see them. So, therefore, if you can see what you desire, what you want, there's a reason to wake up for it. What things do you think we can't control in general and when it comes to manifestation? Um, it's very hard to say what you can and can't control, but what you can always do is think. You know, so what you can always do is think. If you had a bad thought, think a good thought. If there are things you can't control, think about things you can control that are above the things you can't control. I'll repeat that. There's something you can't control, think about the things above it that you can control. And you will have control over the things that you thought you didn't have control of. Oh my goodness, I don't have control of my thoughts. But do you have control of what you surround yourself with, your environment, the things that you watch and listen to that trigger those things? Yes, you do. So, therefore, watch out for the triggers. Well, what about the people that trigger you on purpose? Know that they're doing it on purpose. Well, what about the people that say you'll never have what you want? Do they have what they want? Are they experts? Are you going to take advice from someone who doesn't have what they claim to be an expert upon? No. So, therefore, if someone is not living their life how they want to live it, there is no way that they can tell you what you can and can't do. There's no way. And so, mental, spiritual, physical, magical, whatever, there's always a loophole in a way to get what you want. Always. Mm-hmm. So you must keep that in your mind. Always, always. There's always a mental loophole. There's always a spiritual loophole. There's always a magical loophole. There's always a loophole. And it's built like that on purpose. Um, and the reason why people will try to discourage you and to take your focus is because you're close. Super close. So they have to pull you back a little bit. Wait a minute. And so the more distractions that come, the closer you are. That's what it is. What are things that can be in our way? Well, old ideas that no longer serve you, people that you've outgrown, careers that you've outgrown, routines that you've outgrown. Think about this. You are, I don't know how old a lot of you guys are, but I'm older. So if you've been doing the same old thing for decades, don't you think you've outgrown it? You've become an expert at it. It's something else that you also need to be doing in addition to or on the side or in replacement of. Um, you're not always going to have the same goals in life because eventually you got to accomplish them and then move on to something new. But I really feel that so many people hold on to something instead of growing past it because they don't want to grow. It's hard because they feel like if you work this hard to get to a certain point, growing past it seems almost as if it's a failure, but it's not. It's a graduation. Like it's not a failure. It's a graduation like that. You don't grow like Kanye West. His album was called The Graduation, right? Or one of his second albums or whatever. Was it the first album? So growing past a stage in your life doesn't mean you failed it. It means you graduated it. Come on. You might not get a diploma for it, but you will get new adventures. You will get new things to do. You will get new ways of seeing things. You will get new perspectives. You will get new opportunities. You say you have zero friends? Why? I wonder why people have zero friends because I have very little friends. I would say people don't have friends because they can't find people moving in the same direction or that will help them move in the same direction or who they trust enough. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of all those things combined. You said you got male friends? Yep. Sometimes I feel alone though. Um, that's true. Like I feel alone sometimes, and when I really think, if you can observe yourself, you are not alone. So the thoughts and the answers to everything that you need are there. Also, it's like, okay, well, what's the next step? What's the next step? Planning. Oh, well, what do I plan? Well, how did you plan to get to where you are today? The same way. You planned your way in, planned your way to the next thing. You said that's your biggest inner issue, attracting frenemy women and men that want to have sex with me instead of friends. And in all my years of experience, if you go ahead and get that out the way, you could be good friends. Like y'all know it's true. Don't even be acting like it ain't true. Um, that's just what I think. Get it out the way, be good friends. Cause like you ain't got to worry about it, you ain't got to think about it. That's what people say. Men and women can't be friends. Men and women can't be friends. Okay, why? Because they want to sleep with each other. Well, then go ahead and sleep with each other, get it out the way, and then move on. Then be friends. Then friends on. That's more my other channel. Even though I don't teach to do that, but if you so happen to do that, be a friend. Don't. It's already out the way. You already know what it is. Be a friend. I wish I could have a solid core group of friends, but no one is on my frequency. I don't wish anything to have a group of anybody. I just want to be me, and I will attract what is meant for me. That's how I need to look at it. And that's how you need to look at it. Be who you are, and you will attract who is for you. You ain't got to wish upon, I wish I had a core group of whatever, just be you. Somebody needs you, somebody wants you, somebody wants your advice. Somebody needs to learn from you. Somebody will grow from you. Somebody will exchange energy with you. But if you're sitting up there wishing and trying too hard, it's not going to happen. Like I remember when I was just so carefree and just myself all the time. Everything I needed was right there all the time because I wasn't trying to be something that I'm not. So just be you. People gonna like you because you are you. Even if people don't like certain things about you, somebody else will. Somebody else will like what somebody hates about you. Oh, I hate the fact that you do this. Somebody else will be in love with that. Oh, I love that you do that. Or somebody will be like, oh, you're so much like me because you think this way. Somebody will be like, you're so unlike me and we have nothing in common because you think this way. But somebody will appreciate you. Don't even worry about that. Just like so many people, now I don't want to discourage people because I get a lot of flack for telling people this, but just think about it in terms that will benefit you. I'll just say that. So many people spend so much time, energy, effort, money on education, right? And then when they get out of school, what? They got to start all over, struggle, unless you got connections. Um, and then you have some people that are entrepreneurs, start a business instead of investing in education, and they learn with their experience or whatever, and they get their money. So either way, whichever way you need to go, whichever way you feel best going, that's where you need to go. You know, formal education isn't for everyone. Entrepreneurship isn't for everyone. But the possibilities and the options are always there. Because in the beginning, formal education could be for you, but later on in life, entrepreneurship could be for you. And so that's why I say never say, oh, that's not correct or that's not true for me, because it may be in the future. You could start off as you could be somebody who's like a surgeon, and then later on in life end up being an artist or a sculptor. So you don't always get the role that you were, on a path to. You don't always stay in that role. And so whatever you want may require a role change. Whatever you're manifesting may require a role change. So just keep that keep that in mind, because so many people are so stuck on who they are, what they've built, what they've become. And then when they're trying to manifest and create a new life that they want, those obstacles remain from their old life they're trying to graduate from, or that they're trying to evolve from, or they're whatever. And so this is why sometimes people get stuck. And sometimes there are easier ways to get what you want. There are. But sometimes people like to work for what they want so that they can say they earned it, like the weekend. You earned it. Look, I earned this. They get bragging rights. So some people like to put in extra, okay? I don't know why. They just do. So I'm working on the what? So it doesn't matter where you live, where you want to live, whatever, whatever. It doesn't matter what you think you know. What matters is what you're going to wake up for tomorrow and work towards. Because none of the other stuff matters. If you have a job and you live somewhere and somebody call you from another state and say, hey, you want to work here for more money? Or you get fired from the job that you're at, then what? You got to start making some life decisions. Or are you going to let other people run your life? You know, some people get tired of doing that. And some people say, look, I'm done. I'm running my own life from now on. And this is what I want to do. I taught you not to care about other people think. Money is money, right? Sometimes I feel like I know what I want, but I don't know how to get there. A lot of people say that they don't know how to get there, but they secretly do. They know what they got to do. They just don't want to do it. Or they just don't want to put in the amount of preparation to do so. Because it is a lot of things to do, especially if you've been in a certain position for a long, long, long time. Like, let's just say if you are known for something, if you are well known for something and you have to totally switch for something, that's hard. Or let's say if you have a house and you have so much stuff in your house and you got to move, you got to pack all that stuff up. It's like, dang, I'd rather not even go move. I'd rather just stay here because I don't want to pack. You ever get to that? It's not the fact that you can't do it or that you're afraid to do it. It's that you don't want to put in the preparation to do it or the work to do it. So that's why you got to have some money so you can pay other people to do it. If you're that way. I'm that way. I got to pay somebody. I'm going to have to pay somebody to come pack. If I ever move, I need packers. Come pack for me. I'll pay you well. Ain't extra. So he said, study the people who have done it. Exactly. It is a process. It is a process. It's a mental process, a spiritual process, because moving is very spiritual, you know. It's almost as if you're changing so much, just like you're changing so much. So it's like, do you really want to do that? Do you need to do that? Should you do that? What are the requirements? How much effort and preparation do you have to put in? It's like a long list. You got to execute that list. So a lot of times people don't want to deal with a list, so they'll hire people to do all that. And then there's the debate on whether you want to hire someone to do that or not. Do I want to hire somebody to do that or not? I mean, I got a lot of junk. Are they going to understand my junk? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I taking all of my junk with me? Do I want new junk? Do I want, when I say junk, I mean stuff. Is this junk going to be beneficial in my next endeavor? What do I need to leave behind? All of this stuff has to come into play. So when you are preparing and you're manifesting something in your life, all that stuff is an obstacle in your way. until you have the answers to those questions, that's when your manifestation is going to take off. Like, dang, I got all the answers to all the questions that I've ever had about moving to the next step. Bam, there you go. If you're in a situation where you're always planning to move in with boyfriend, but your mom needs you to pay her bills because her boyfriend left her. Children need to be children. They need to be who they are. You don't owe your grown mother a thing. Sorry. I am so sorry. Just like she made it without you before you was born, she'll figure out how to make it without you after you grown. Promise you. Like, so many people ask me that question. That's why I had to be careful, especially on my other channel. Look, that's your mama. You the child. Be the child. Do I believe in karma? I do not. I don't believe in karma. I believe in myself and my ability to create. Always have, always will. And I feel that people who do believe in karma just are the same as people who believe in whatever else someone else comes up with. Okay? Do you believe in something that I'm just going to make up out of thin air? Some people will actually believe in it and they will create it. But I don't. I mean, I can always create whatever. But like I said, beliefs are temporary. Beliefs are temporary, and so are many other things. There are some things that you used to believe in as a child that you don't believe in anymore, like the tooth fairy. And when you realize the tooth fairy wasn't real, then you was like, I don't believe in that no more. So why even bother? What you choose to believe in is what you choose to create. I don't choose to believe in something I don't want to create. What I want to create is what I want, period. How to deal with procrastination? Hire somebody. Make a list and get it done. Tell people to remind you to do something. I don't know. Like, so many people have procrastination problems. I just gotta hire people. That's all I gotta do. My procrastination is hiring people. Because I'm not getting ready to do all that other stuff. And if you can't hire someone, because there was once upon a time when I couldn't hire people, what I had to do is I had to inspire myself to do what it is that I had to do. Make it exciting. See the opportunities that await me. All those things. And then I would have the reason to get up and go do what I need to do. I can do that today with other things too, but there are problems, or now I wouldn't call them problems. There are things that are way bigger that I will definitely need to hire people for now that I didn't have to hire people for then. But the smaller things, you can definitely inspire yourself to tackle. Change your thoughts. You said, you said every time someone says that something you don't agree with, you said I rebuke everything. You said I do that too as a joke, but I'm serious. I rebuke that. Or if someone's saying something that I don't like, I'll say, the body of Christ compels you. They think I'm weird, but it's a joke for me. Is there any way we can just stop the attack on the divine feminine? Yes, be crazy. That was my last video on my other channel. Be crazy. Do everything you ain't supposed to do. You see, think about this. The reason that there's an attack is because, oh my gosh, the divine feminine thinks that they're all this and all that, and they can do this and that. Don't think, no, and do, and don't care. Okay? Whatever, like, you attacking what? There is no attack. You know what there is? An attempt. There's only an attempt. There ain't no attack. The attack only occurs when you see it as an attack. It's just an attempt. Like attempted murder. You ain't got murdered, but they attempted to. You ain't dead. Okay? So attempted murder and murder are two different things. Do you always pretend you are broke? Not always. If I'm broke, I'm broke. If I'm not, I'm not. I'm not broke. I'm never broke. But I'm not paying for everything either. Does that make sense? The divine feminine controls the chessboard she plays alone. True. But see, I did not create chess. Because if I were to create chess, all the pieces would be queens, darling. Maybe one king, but all the rest are queens. No one would have to sacrifice. No one would have to do this. Everybody just be what they wanted to be. Do I recommend buying Do As I Say oil from any magic store? If you believe it's going to work, if that's what it's going to take for you to believe that what you say shall be obeyed, wonderful. Go do that. Sometimes it takes an essence, I'll say. Speak into that essence. You can make your own oil. Like you get some oil, get a carrier oil. Speak to that oil. If you extra, you can grow a plant and speak to that plant every day. Make oil out of that plant. And there you go. You got it. but create what you want. Speak life into what you want. Or you can buy it if it has the same effect on your belief system. It doesn't matter. You said in Brazil, we do what we want no matter how much they try to hold us back. Mm-hmm. You say you got a notebook for all of your lies. Well, people have notebooks and books for all of their truth. So why can't you have one for all of your lies? Either way. Oh, this is the book of truth. Oh, this is the book of whatever. Or here you go, the book of lies. How do you study or find your past life and what you were? Um, I feel that they will be revealed to you, or you will feel a certain draw to something in particular, and then it will be revealed to you, or whatever. I don't know. But what are you attracted to? What are you most drawn to? What time period are you most drawn to? What visions or dreams or whatever have you had of past anything? That might be an indication or a clue. So that's how I would do it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, like what you're drawn to may be just very popular. And it may be more of a fishing. I'll say that. They may, people put out images and things that are popular to fish. So if you're coming up with something that's very popular and everybody says that, that might be a clue and an indication that you might need to look a little bit deeper. You know, like for example, my visions were not of no queen or no Nefertiti or nothing like that. Mine were something totally weird and strange. That's how I know that it's not something that is suggested. You see, so make sure you're not just falling for the okey doke. Make sure it's authentic. Have you ever heard of the Christ Rapture? Have they ever heard of the exorcism? Is the Christ Rapture the opposite of the exorcism? I wonder. Do you ever think about that? Like, is Christ rapturing me up? Or am I being possessed by a demon? Or is it the exact opposite? If I'm exorcised, am I free? Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about the people that are having real life dreams about the raptures and screams that are coming from the sky? Um, I feel that they need to record it and put it on YouTube and get paid. I watch it. Let me see that video. Um, possessed by lost souls. They need a lap. They need a map. They got Google Map now. Ain't no excuse. So, what do you think of? Okay, I already answered that question. You got married at 19, moved far away, never asked them for anything. I love them, but I come first. You're doing the right thing, thinking of yourself first. True. Okay, so Getting what you want. Knowing you already have it. Accepting that you have it. Creating the way for it to come into your life. Removing the obstacles that stand in your way. That's it. A lot of people, and I talk about this so much in my manifesting videos, and they manifest for something that they're not ready for. Everybody's guilty of this. Everybody. When they get it or when it's presented, they run, they scared. Oh my God, that's not what I really thought about. It's like when you go to the dealership and you're like, oh, I want this car. And then you see the maintenance price, the insurance price, da da da. Can you really afford that? Maybe, maybe not. Or let's say you drive it for a week. Do you like the attention that comes with it? Or do you like the treatment that comes with that car? Or do you feel like a different person? It's very different. Same thing with the house. How do you feel about moving? Do you like the neighborhood? Da, 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 blah, 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 blah. There's always going to be something. No matter what you manifest, you're always going to find fault with what you manifested. Always, because nothing is perfect. Nothing. So when you get what you manifested and you find fault with it, can you accept those faults? Can you work around those faults or those things that you didn't think about before? You got what you wanted, though. Sometimes people can. Oh, yeah, I can do it. I can deal with that. Some people can't. I can't deal with that. Oh, no, that's crazy. Some people want to compromise. Some things want to compromise. Sometimes you have to compromise in order to have the manifestation that you want. And you don't think about that. You said push it to the limit. Okay, Rick Ross, aka Scarface song that he remixed. Um, I pushing it. Push it to the limit. Do I believe in heaven or hell? When I get there, I will let you know. Wherever I go. Do they got Wi-Fi? They got Wi-Fi? Where do I think I'm going? Wherever I go. I might make up a whole new place, y'all. Okay. But why I gotta be one or the other? There ain't no in between. Which one got Wi-Fi? Wherever I go, that's where I'm going. Wherever I create, that's where I'm going. Look, those options are simply templates. I build upon them. Oh, did y'all not like that answer? Them templates. Am I a good person? It depends on how you describe good. Am I a good Samaritan? Am I a good citizen? No. Don't call me for none of that. Am I human? Yeah. Do I have flaws? Yeah. Do I learn? Yes. Am I an original? Yes. How you describe person? What? The thing is, it depends. It depends if I'm a good person or not. Are you a good person to me? Am I happy with you? Am I happy with my surroundings? Am I happy with my day-to-day life? That depends. There's no yes or no. Oh, yes, I'm a good person. Yeah, I say that if I'm lying. Are you a bad person? Yes, I'm a bad person, but that's not all 100% true either. So what am I? I'm what I am right now. What are your thoughts on Bezos going to outer space? I don't care about that stuff. It don't do nothing for me. Look, I don't care. Is it going to give me something that I don't have that I want? Then I don't care. I don't care about people going to space and doing all that kind of stupid crap. I don't plan on going to space, darling. Um, I don't plan on being an astronaut. I don't plan on going to space. I don't plan on the only moon I'm talking about is the moonwalk, baby. Okay? I don't plan on doing any of those things. I have too much here to manifest. Think about that. They can't even make a car that lasts 10 years, but they talk about going to outer space. I don't think so. When you can make a car that don't require an oil change, we can talk about space. Because I hate going to get maintenance. Any tips on feeling worthy about what you want to manifest? Yes, it's a process. It's a process, just like everything else. I feel worthy already of whatever that I want. But honestly, there's obstacles that may be in my way from getting exactly what I want, or exactly what I think I want, or the option to what I think I want, you know. So it's not about feeling worthy. Do you have obstacles in your way? Even if you were to feel worthy, if you don't have any obstacles in your way, and that's the only obstacle is feeling worthy, then basically, what all you got to do is manifest more than what you think that you're not worthy of. Then whatever you thought you weren't worthy of, you know you're worthy of. Period. So, for example, if you're manifesting something that you don't feel worthy of, manifest higher, manifest bigger. Then when you go back, you know you're worthy of whatever was lower than that. Oh yeah, I deserve that plus. If you had to marry one between Prince or Michael, which would you marry? Do you see their marriage records? Neither. Now, I love them both, but I would never marry either one of those. See, that's the thing. People always say, "Oh, between these people, these type of people, who would you marry?" Look at their record. They can't stay in a relationship if you paid them to. So, neither. But that doesn't mean I can't learn from them and appreciate their music or like what they do. Or, learn from what they've done outside of marriage. People are more than their marriage. Am I a fair person? Do you know who I am? What is fair? I'm a mystery. I learned from Michael Jackson and Prince. What do I think about sex demons? I don't think about them. Never play fair in an unfair world. Mm-hmm. You said succubus. Does a person want to be succubus? Because sometimes people like that. See, that's the difference. Like, some people will view you as a one thing when someone wanted you to be that thing. You know what I'm saying? Or some people will see demons as one thing, but that's what they wanted. You feel like somebody was trying to have sex with you when you were sleeping. Maybe it was the alcohol. Girl, that's a good dream. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be thankful. All right. Thank you, Terry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said it wasn't a dream. Shoot. Be thankful, girl. Be thankful. You said, yeah, good dream. Never mind. Never mind. If I have that kind of dream, I'm gonna be like, yes, let's see what happens. I'm not gonna like. You said you need one of them dreams, okay? Look, if any dream that I'm doing something that is I like, I'm gonna stay in it. Like, unless I don't want to. Like, every time I have a dream I'm about to eat some food, I get woke up. I get mad. See, I'm about to take a big old bite of this chocolate cake, and then somebody texts me about nothing. What is this? An old receipt that should have came yesterday. I'm like, really? You gonna wake me up and I'm just getting ready to take a big old bite of this food and I get woke before the fork gets inside of my mouth and my mouth get the clothes on top of it. I'm mad. So enjoy it. Y'all ever had that type of dream? And to make it worse, someone actually woke you up for nothing. No reason at all. Be mad. So yeah, and if that's a problem, if you don't like that, then definitely, do something about it. Like sleep in a onesie. Sleep in a onesie. You know them zip up things they have in like Target around Christmas time, and it's like a whole suit and sleep in that. You sleep naked because you with the Lord, girl. I could never sleep naked because I'm afraid something gonna happen. Like, I'm not really afraid, but like I would plan, like when I was younger, I would plan like my escape from anything. And that didn't require me running around naked. Okay. Can you imagine? Oh, it's a fire. Oh, it's a tornado or whatever. Something. Some disaster. And you out here naked. Girl, you better have some extra backup clothes. You better have a robe or something. A blanket or something. Yeah, keep your robe. Yes, yes. I still like you. I'm watching all them movies on TV and I'm like, I need some boots, some pockets. Okay, we gonna make a break for it. We finna make a break. I be prepared and stuff. Just because you sleeping with the Lord don't mean the Lord is sleeping with preparation. You must be a ninja. Feudal Japan lifetime called the relatives in the mountain. A ninja. Well, I don't know about a ninja. But anyway, I, I can't sleep naked. I'm sorry. If I did, it was on accident. Mhm. With no purpose. What other channel? Okay, y'all talking to each other. So, yeah, getting what you want basically requires removing the obstacles in the way of receiving what it is that you're manifesting. I'm trying to get serious because I'm about to end a video. Um, Taking the steps that are necessary to get to the ability to receive what it is that you've manifested. If what you manifested is not something that you are willing to receive or remove obstacles for, then perhaps it's not what you really wanted in the first place. And that is what also gives you the space to manifest something different or better. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, you're not an expert. No one teaches you the perfect way to manifest. You're not an expert on that. You're learning as you go. So therefore, if you like manifest something and it's not something that you're willing to sacrifice for, move obstacles for, then manifest something different. That's the beauty about being able to manifest. Manifest something different. If you like that particular idea, person, thing, or career, then find your way to it. That's all you can do. That's it. It's not a struggle. It's basically a choice and a decision that you must make. Do people manifest illness if they stupid? Like literal illness? Yeah, let me manifest some illness over here. No, they shouldn't. I don't. What I manifest is whatever I want. And If I get to it and there's obstacles in the way, then I decide this is what I really want. But I can never see somebody manifesting illness unless they were thinking about it too much. And what is illness anyway? Let's get into that real quick. Then I'm going. What is illness anyway? Lack of something. Most illnesses occur from a lack of something or too much of something. So you got to balance. Can you manifest illness from your behavior? I don't think people purposely manifest illness from their behavior. I think in the back of their mind, they know certain things. And if they choose to accept those things, then perhaps they could. But if you're crazy and you think outside of the box and you think around certain things and you don't see problems or obstacles, you only see solutions, you don't manifest illness. You only manifest opportunities or lessons or challenges, but you never manifest anything you don't want. Okay? So that's how I look at things. I don't manifest anything negative that I don't want. I only manifest the things that are always going to make me better. Period. They're going to make me better in some type of way. How I don't know how it's going to connect, but it's already connected. I don't believe in karma. I haven't been sick in years. Don't don't believe it. I can't help what other people believe. All I can do is what I do. You know, everybody has a lot of people have a shared belief. I don't. My beliefs may not make sense to the next person. Therefore, I don't get the same consequence or reaction or whatever that those people get because I don't believe in it. You see? It don't matter. If you believe in it, you going to get it. I don't believe in it. Period. Don't care. Don't believe in it. Stop believing in something that doesn't serve you. If you believe in something that you don't want, ask yourself why you believe in it. I don't want those things. Don't believe in it then. There you go. But this person said, do that person pay your bills? All right then. So, don't believe in it. Okay, he better be ready to help ill. Out of my mind, out of my sight. Exactly. Out of mind, out of sight. Bye. I don't believe in any of those things. Never have, never will. Why? Because I don't choose to. Why? Because nobody told me I had to. Why? Because I have my own mind. Why? Because why should I? That's how you need to be. If you don't want those things in your life, be like that. So many people want to push their beliefs on you. Rebuke them. I rebuke that, darling. I don't believe that. Stupid crap. Just because you do, don't mean I do. Those are demons in possession of us that we are in fear. Exactly. I don't fear nothing. Look, whatever. Look, I like horror movies. Let's go watch some. so I can get ideas. Oh, what? Yes. Oh, really? You're afraid of dead bodies? Well, I used to work in a funeral home, darling. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't believe in any of that stupid stuff. I haven't seen too much to believe in dumb stuff. You like horror movies too? I be laughing at horror movies. I'm like, that looks so fake. That ain't real. That's funny. Hee hee. So there's not much that I will believe in that I don't agree with. If you don't agree with it, why do you believe in it? That is one of the things that you need to ask yourself. If you don't agree with it, why believe in it? I don't agree with that. I don't believe in that. You have people sitting up here enslaved by beliefs. Why? Because somebody said it 1,000 times? Does it make sense? I could say something that's a lie 1,000 times too. Are you gonna start to believe it? Probably not. Don't believe something that you don't believe in or that you don't want. Do I believe that there's justice in the world if you create it? Don't you got to go through a process to get justice in any world? Just because they say it don't make it true. That's right. But the questions that people ask, they already have the answers to most of the time. You just have to sit there and think about it. Like, do you believe that there's justice in the world? Yes, if they create it. Do you believe in karma? Yes, if you believe in it. No, if you don't. What do you think about this? I don't think about that. Well, what about illness? Do you want illness? Are you asking about something you don't want? If all is mind and you are the creator and you create, then whatever you want to be will be. How do you deal with trickster spirits? Learn from them, darling. Study them. I don't deal with anybody. I learn. I don't deal with no type of spirit. I learn. What am I supposed to be? Scared of some trickster spirits? I'm fit to learn from them. How you doing? Look, I don't see things as negative or positive. I see things as, can I learn from you? Do you have something that I want or need? I don't care about no, I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid like on Ghostbusters. Can I learn from you? You deal with freaky spirits. Well, you hope that they teach you some freaky stuff, or you want to learn some freaky stuff. You have to deal with trickster spirits. I don't have to do anything. Everything is a choice. That's the point. Like everything is a choice. I don't have to deal with anything. Do I want to learn from trickster spirits? Perhaps. I mean, what do you think about? Most people don't see the way that I do. They're like, oh, I'm scared. I'm doing this. What are you learning along the way? You afraid of bugs when they should be afraid of me? Exactly. How do you create better thoughts? Sometimes the bad thoughts just bring in. Whatever the bad thoughts that come up, if you can't replace them with positive thoughts, if they keep coming back, then what are you learning from those bad thoughts? What are you learning about yourself? Like, what are you learning about yourself from those bad thoughts? Why do you keep thinking them? Are those bad thoughts really good thoughts? Why do they keep coming back? Are you seeing it the wrong way? That's what I do. Like if that thought keeps coming, I flip it, switch it, see it from different angles, and see why it keeps coming back. I don't dismiss it. I look at it from different angles, different perspectives, learn from it in different ways. Why? Because I can. Do you ever get tired? No. I never get tired. How to counteract bad drama and negative thoughts. Oh, bad dreams and negative thoughts. How to counteract bad dreams and negative thoughts. Ask yourself, what is this dream for? What is the purpose of this dream? And make it whatever purpose you choose it to be. Is it a warning? Is it what could be, but not yet, what not is yet? You have every choice in the world of how you want to think about something. Is it a trick? Is it a premonition? Are you to decode it? All three? Was it planted? Is it a fake dream? All of those can be considered. Does it matter? Is it going to change anything about the decisions that you make today? If no, then who cares? If yes, if it stands out to you in some way, if your intuition is saying pay attention to that dream, pay attention to it. If it's not, if you dismiss it, don't pay attention to it. I don't dream anymore. I just manifest. Okay. Your Uber driver on your trip told you something? Oh, okay. Well, I never took Uber before, so I don't know. I don't know how y'all deal with Uber drivers. How do you control your imagination? What do you do to protect and ward yourself and your spaces? Nothing. My imagination is not to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? And some people say, how do you protect your imagination? Your imagination needs no protection. That's number one. And if it's yours, it's yours. Period. See, this is what happens when people are like in fear. Does your imagination need to be protected against what? It's yours. If there's a person sitting over there, does their imagination need to be protected from you? Well, bad spirits will come into your space. Then I will learn from them and I will become better. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I told you I learn from certain type of people. That's how they teach. That's how you have to be. Oh, some bad spirits gonna come? Well, I'm gonna learn from them and become better. Period. Some good spirits gonna come. Well, I'm gonna learn from them and become good. Period. I'm not finna be at war with no spirits when I can learn from them. That makes no sense. I'm not a man. Only men war. Women learn. I'm not finna war with no spirits. I'm finna learn and get them on my team, and we gonna be friends, and we gonna have a good old time, and we gonna do all the things that we trying to do together. And guess what? At the end of the day, when I need something, guess what? I learned this from that bad spirit over there. I learned this from that good spirit over there. I got it. I'm not finna fight for every day of my life. I'm done. Y'all can fight if you want to, but I'm just gonna pay attention and learn. I don't need protection. I'm taking notes, baby. Y'all better do the same thing. You said you done. Shoot. Y'all be watching horror movies scared. I got a notebook out. What he did, how he said that. It was in the sewer. So wait a minute. He in the sewer and he's the main character of a movie. Interesting. Never say never. You know. He on the cover of the DVD and everything. Come on now. Learn. You said horror movies are awful. No, they're not. Pennywise the Clown was a gross movie. It was annoying like you. Pennywise was wise. He knew how to get what he needed, it, how he wanted it. He come back every 21 years, etc. Like, if there was no Pennywise, there'd be no movie. Just be a boring small town and you'd be on the Hallmark Channel. Once again. Not that the Hallmark Channel is bad, but it's very predictable. Overworked woman moves to small town temporarily for some type of business. Meets man, falls in love, has to choose between going back to her busy career or settling down in a small town with regular man. Leaves, goes back to career, finds that she's not happy, comes back to small town, get married to man, and they live happily ever after. Okay, very predictable Hallmark movie. Very nice. Put it on the channel and see what happens. Throw it in the Hallmark movie and it'll turn into Lifetime. Okay. That's the difference. One time at Halloween, my friend and I walked through a wood and thought he was going. See, clowns don't even scare me. I was a clown. Literally, I dressed up as a clown a couple of times. Several times. So clowns aren't scary to me. Insidious is a scary horror movie? No, it ain't. That ain't scary to me either. Like, none of those movies are scary to me. It's like, I try to be scared, but I'm not scared. I don't know why. Like, I could write scarier stuff than that. You said people are scared. Yeah. What is scary to me? What's scary to me when people believe stuff that doesn't make sense. When people believe stuff that they don't want to believe. That's scary. Because then you have a bunch of people walking around scared of everything, trying to bring you into their fears. And that's very scary. And they ask, you don't believe in this? You don't believe in that? What you scared of? Look, I'm scared of you because you believe in anything. Okay. Start attracting all wrong type of things. That's right. And so if you have people that believe in you or that flock to you and they try to put their belief system on you or in you, then you got to do the opposite. You got to do the exact opposite. You got to look, I'm going to make y'all believe what y'all really believe. And I'm never going to believe it, but y'all will. I will never believe certain things. Never. Even if they're trying to create themselves in this reality, I will laugh at it. Whatever. Mm-hmm. What would you do if your sister married a controlling, abusive husband and she stays in the situation? I see them often. I hate the way they speak to her in front of her family. I would make plans to leave. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to leave all of a sudden. No, that's dumb. I'm going to make plans to leave financially, mentally, and all of those things. Because a lot of times people make the mistake of leaving like that too quick and they end up looking stupid because they don't have the things that they need. When you're gonna make a plan, leave. Get your money up, put all your ducks in a row, and then be out when they least expect it. That's what I teach on my other channel. The only movie that scared me was the Jason and Michael. Those were funny to me. I was like, I wonder what they look like up under that mask. Do I still believe in Archangel Michael? I believe that everything is a metaphor. Not everything, but I believe that a lot of things are a metaphor for certain other things. And that when you believe in something, it usually is so that you can see it for what it is. So once you get past a certain level of thinking, you don't really have to believe in anything but yourself or whatever you want to believe in, whatever you choose to believe in. It's almost like strategy, or debate. You use it if you can because other people believe in it and it benefits you, or you use it until you no longer need it because you've grown past it. But at the same time, it's a tool. Everything, not everything. See, that's my thing. Like, I always say everything, but a lot of things are tools. So if you believe in something, believe in it as a tool. Believe it as something that you can use. Even if you don't believe in something, someone else might. And with that, you can get what you want. So, Jeepers Creepers was cool. He was kind of cute. It's like, y'all, I'm crazy. Like, I be attracted to the villains. I like horror stories. Like, everybody like the hero. Everybody want the hero. I like the villain. We're the villain woman. Villain don't deserve no girlfriend, no wife. What? You say use the tools, don't be a tool. Exactly. You can't fool me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a movie out and there's a villain in it, I automatically side with the villain. Sorry. There's a backstory that y'all don't know about. Because a villain don't become a villain for no reason. And a good person don't do good for no reason. Think about it. You gonna wake up one day, I want to do good for the world. No, you fool, you paying a debt. Oh, I want to be evil for no reason. No, you getting revenge for something somebody did to you. Well, how can you make peace? Is there justice in the world? Not unless you create it. So I think once everyone gets their justice or remove the obstacles from their path to get to their manifestation, there'll be no more villain or good guy. They'll just be people that are living the lives that they want. You said give you Thanos? I don't know about Thanos. He be snapping too quick. Like, if all you gotta do to get rid of me is snap, I don't think so. We're gonna have to do some extra stuff. Like, we're gonna need some. Thanos too powerful. I'm gonna need to hold his glove. Like, Thanos, if you want me, I want that glove. Just like Michael Jackson, give me the glove. All right, Thanos, I'm gonna snap on you. So, you said Killmonger. What about spirits that taunt me? Do they really taunt me, or do I taunt those spirits? You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to work in a funeral home. I was in a cemetery every day. What about them? Live people taunt me. Trolls taunt me. Go ahead and add the spirits. Who cares? I'm going to treat them the same. I'm going to learn from them, and I'm going to taunt them even more. Do vampires exist? Yeah, they call them mosquitoes. You said I'm perfectly evil. No, I'm not perfectly evil. I'm just doing what I do. What do you do when you have an energy vampire? Learn from them. Do y'all remember the Matrix when Agent Smith was always after Neo? He finally absorbed Neo. But what was Neo doing inside? Learning. And he learned how to beat him. So he didn't fear. When he stopped fearing, that's when he beat them. When he let them envelop him, he busted out. He's like, poosh, because he gained all he could gain. So that's how I see things. Like, look, nothing that tries to conquer me is ever going to conquer me? Nothing. Why? Because I don't want it to. It's only going to teach me things. Anything is going to teach me how to become more powerful than whatever that thing was, or more intelligent, or better at whatever game it's playing. That's the only thing it's going to do. I'm going to absorb its knowledge. That's it. So, the only thing that can come against me is anything that's going to teach me. And I'm a good student and a fast learner if it's something I want to learn. If I don't want to learn it, I dismiss it. The only thing to fear is fear itself. This is exactly right. I don't care about it. It's like, whatever. Can I learn from you? Are you giving me information? If not, then I'm not bothered. Protection is new school, baby. Protection from what? If I learn from everything, am I being protected from what? Teachers? That don't make no sense. What if you live with adults that act like teenagers or children? I don't care. What if you like? It doesn't matter. How will the existence of vampires impact your life? I'm gonna start wearing garlic necklaces. I'll just eat garlic bread, baby. What? I got mosquito spray and I ate garlic bread last night. Improvise. What type? We got garlic pills these days. Come on. Next. You can go buy garlic pills at the grocery store in the vitamin section. In fact, I have a garden and I'm growing garlic. So even better. How can you raise your frequency and maintain it? Perhaps it's already to the level that it wants to be at. You know? So none of you girls use any precautions before doing any spells. The point of doing spells is to be powerful, or to have power, or to create something. If you need protection from yourself, then what's the point? Remember, fear is a plant. So what are you protecting yourself from? Yourself? Protecting yourself from yourself. Okay. Protect yourself from yourself. The reason why I'm going into depth on this topic is because who taught you that you needed protection? People you live with trying to aggravate you and trigger you, banging on my doors and walls. Turn on the music. Put on some music, or put on some music. You'll be fine. Trigger them. Exactly. Put on what you think gonna trigger them. just, just have fun. You know, play the music you like. You said that melanin will protect you, girl. Trust me. Okay. So if you don't have melanin, does that mean you need protection? It does it. It could, if that's what you believe. If I believe that because it makes me feel more powerful, then so be it. If another person sitting next to me doesn't believe that, then so be it. I have no control over what that person believes. I don't care. Do you see what I'm saying? If I believe something, the person sitting next to me may believe something totally opposite. We're both going to be good or fine or whatever. So, if we have a conversation and I tell you, like I've done on many videos, oh, you're going to need this and you're going to need that, and you don't believe it, then you don't believe it. If we have the exact opposite, and I'm watching a video and someone tells me the exact opposite, if I don't believe it, I don't believe it. The point is, believe what you choose to believe because it benefits you. In the wise words of Stevie Wonder, the song Superstitious, if you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. R. Kelly said he believed he could fly. Did you try? But he was in a cornfield as a scarecrow on the video. His arms was out. He was up off the ground. He was flying. Basically, he was stuck in a place that he didn't want to be. See, y'all didn't break stuff down. He was stuck in a place he didn't want to be. The only way that he could escape is by what he believed. You gonna be a scarecrow? You gonna be Michael Jackson on The Wiz? If you stuck and Dorothy don't come along to rescue you, then you better sing. You better sing. And what he did after he got off that scarecrow post, he went and got a bunch of Dorothys. Too many. You only need one, okay. All right. Said they was looking for a heart, a brain, and a soul. Right, they sure were. They already had it. They just needed each other. Okay, so next. Have you ever channeled Michael Jackson? I don't know. Do you think I would know if I had channeled Michael Jackson? Like, I've watched Michael Jackson so much. I know all the stuff, and I'm not gonna say all, but I know a lot of things that he done. How would I even know? Like when you know too much about somebody, you don't know if you channeling them or not, or if you just know too much about them. How would you know? Just like if you asked Any musician who sounds similar to Michael Jackson, if they're channeling Michael Jackson, how do you know? Did you grow up? Did they grow up listening to Michael Jackson? Do they know all the lyrics to his songs? Do they know how to dance similar to Michael Jackson? Do they know how he sings? We don't know. We just know we like him. Do I believe that Michael Jackson is alive? Does it matter? I believe people do a lot of things for different reasons. So it doesn't matter what I believe. If you don't believe it, you don't believe it. But I believe that there are certain things that happen for many reasons. There's a lot of things people have to do for certain reasons. And then if you put yourself in that person's, situation, what would you do? How would you escape as the most famous person in the world? There's only one way. Two ways. Real death or fake death. hmm I'm talking about speaking through him through spirit. Um, I really don't think about speaking to Michael Jackson through spirit. He left enough knowledge and art and music for me not to have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I learned from him through a lot of the lyrics and things that he did and wrote, but there's no need for me to actually try to contact someone who's left everything and given everything. What's the point? If they left to be left alone, they left to be left alone. They left so much behind for you to have. So I just study and think about all the things and lyrics and examples. Mm. And if I feel like I relate to MJ in some ways because I grew up listening to his music, you know, as most people did. But I like the lessons. I like the knowledge. What do I think about Black is King? I think about why they don't have kings in America. Like, there's so many other countries where there's kings and queens and all these things, but they don't have them in America for some reason. I guess they got rid of that. I liked the beautiful cinematography, the songs, the dance, the outfits, the telling without telling, um, the alchemy of it all. But as you can see, like, they had to go to a whole another country to make that. But I really liked it. I watched it. It was very well done, very alchemical if you have to do something on that level. Hmm. hmm The visuals were, yeah, the visuals were really good. I think she You know, when she made that deal with Disney and she came out with a couple of songs for the Lion King soundtrack, and she had a whole nother way she wanted to go, but I don't think Disney wanted that whole album. So she had to wait and then put it out later after they had made all the money they could make off of the Lion King. Then she put out her Black is King. So it was, you know. All right. I'm getting ready to log off and see y'all on the next one. Sprinkle, sprinkle, everyone. And thank y'all for tuning in, getting this information, and going about your way and doing what y'all got to do, putting this information to good use, thinking about what you want and what you don't want, leaving out what you don't want, seeing the obstacles in your way, making plans to get around them or to get over them, and actually following through on those plans. Okay, so I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.